Welcome into the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. Jackpot is in the upstate. He is rolling up his sleeves like he's Arn Anderson, man. Up there doing his thing. Welcome into the program.
Yes, putting the work in. What's going on, guys?
Good to do a
Glad
show
to be
this
back.
dealing with the snowstorm up here. It's just a mess.
Now, did you get much snow at your house, Rob?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a ton of snow. I mean, I say a ton of snow for us. I mean, what was the final count there? 4.7 inches, according to the wife.
Yeah, I think we got about 6 or 7 inches out here.
So, yeah.
It melted off quick today, though.
It did melt off quick. We'll give you that. But, I mean, there was some turmoil last night because the roads were pretty icy. And we still got icy roads. I mean, they're a lot better than they were, but yeah, like I did time. I spent time up in Iowa and stuff when I was in the Coast Guard, and I kind of understand how to drive in the icy roads. But people down here, they don't see it, and none of them know how to do it. They think they're like, but they don't know shit. So they just end up looking like silly poos on the road. But anyway,
I try to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, well, like, you know, if you need some stuff, though, I mean, you got to go to the store. I mean, I understand that, but
yeah, but you should be prepared. I mean, you should. I mean, no longer than you're going to be cooped up here. You could afford to be in the house on a Sunday and not have to go out. I wasn't going to have to go out to go straighten up and pull up one of my stores. And I tried to leave here about 9, and I got up the road and I couldn't make it. It was too icy, so I just pulled off in the school and turned around and came back. I said, "Fuck it, they'll just have to be empty today." I don't know what to tell you.
Twan may have the comment of the night from the start. 4 inches, according to the wife. Very good, Cocky Twan.
Oh boy,
that's pretty good. Anyway. So we're dealing with all that here, and hopefully it'll be out. It's just going to be cold as shit. It's going to be like, I think 12, 13 degrees tonight. So
yeah. It looks like next week it's going to warm up, get back to like the 50s. So
Brock says when people in Columbia area have any sort of rain, snow, or ice, they completely forget how to drive. Well, a lot of these fuckos don't know how to drive anyway.
I don't know how to drive when it's sunny and 75.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, there's that. So
I was when was it? I was down there. Shit, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, when I was coming back from Callaway's from our live show,
yeah,
I noticed that they had cut down all those trees there at the Malfunction Junction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks different. It looks better.
It does. They cleaned it up a little bit, and they tried to make Malfunction Junction better. There for a while, it was the shittiest place in Columbia to be.
That's like, well, Columbia's kind of fucked up in that. I remember when we were going down to the games, like back in the 80s, man. And like, I know they extended I-77 all the way around, you know, down the lower end of Columbia to hook back up with 26. So that's new. But, I mean, really, other than that, I mean, they hadn't done anything to improve any of the roads. I mean, nothing. It still looks almost the same. So I'm glad that they're putting some work in. Yeah.
Well, they are, and I give the university some credit for dolling up Williams-Brice Stadium a little bit. I mean, it's still a shithole, but they've done a lot of work there. To be honest, I mean, there's palm trees out there now. I mean, there's kind of a Gamecock Park, which they stole from the farmers market and put over there. And when they absorb the state fairgrounds, which I think is coming in the next 5 years, the university will own that complete area, and they will have gone from, having a stadium next to the farmers market, the state fair, and Henley Homes, which was the projects, to having all of that. And I think the university will pump money into it, and they'll make it, a somewhat nice place eventually. I really, really believe that. But they have done a lot of work down there. Now they're getting the roads somewhat better to get down there anyway. The roads are still shit around Columbia, but
it's horrible. The game day traffic. Game day traffic always has been a disaster.
yeah,
I don't know what the answer is, but you think somebody could rub 2 or 3 brains together and come up with something. I mean,
yeah. Anyway, so there's that. All right. So this evening we're going to talk about some SEC schedules and some of the quote unquote toughest schedules heading into next season. Now, here is my thing. Okay, I believe that you can have a schedule and look at it from a lot of different perspectives. I think what I mean by that is that going to LSU with the theory that may be a night game, that's going to be tough. I don't give a shit who you are. Okay. But on the same token, you could have a Vanderbilt game where you play at Vanderbilt at noon and it might be harder because you don't know what kind of team you're going to have. Do you see what I'm saying there, Jackpot? So a lot of these are, a lot of the stuff I think comes from the traditional idea that if you have a night game at LSU or you play at Texas or you play at Alabama, that's going to be hard. And the idea of having all of these mixed in together can give you a really, really tough schedule in theory as we look at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and it's always in theory when we look at it because, I mean, I can definitely say that going to LSU, the environment I saw was not intimidating at all. I just saw 2 really shitty football teams trying to give each other the football game. And ultimately, LSU tried their best to give it to South Carolina, and they just wouldn't take it, so they just decided to go on ahead and win it. Then Texas A&M totally debunked the tough place to play thing as they absolutely just destroyed them a couple of weeks after that.
All right, so I found a write-up here. Who wrote this? I can't remember where it was from. I wrote down the guy's name that wrote it, though. It's by Nicholas Rome. He rated the 5 toughest SEC schedules. He's got Texas at number 5, and he wrote they have to play Ohio State in the second game of the season. SEC play brings games against 3 teams coming off playoff appearances in Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M. They've also got LSU, Florida, and Tennessee on the schedule. That's pretty tough, Jackpot, when you stop and look at it,
Yeah.
Looking at somebody's calling him Carolina.
I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That home game against Ohio State is going to be tough for Texas for sure. And then that run they've got there too with the SEC teams. They probably have the toughest. They probably got the toughest out of conference game of anybody. Probably against the highest rated team going into the season at any rate.
This gentleman's got number 4. He's got Mississippi State. The schedule is going to keep everyone from seeing their improvement. The Bulldogs face 3 teams coming off trips in the playoff in Oklahoma, Alabama, and Ole Miss. They add in LSU and Texas. So Alabama, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, LSU, and Texas. That looks like 5 losses off the rip.
For Mississippi State, yeah, that's brutal. Plus, they're coming to South Carolina too. They're not winning that game, so they're probably pretty much fucked.
Yeah, Jackpot rates Mississippi State's schedule as pretty much fucked. There you go. Speaking of Ole Miss and their cheating, lying, stinking ass coach Pete Golding, I hate that motherfucker. I hope they go 0-12. Carolina on their schedule next year? Do you guys play Ole Miss? I can't remember. I hope.
No,
I'm telling you.
No, we got Mississippi State.
Well, if you were playing Ole Miss, I swear on everything that's holy in me, I would let you take me shopping. I would buy every Gamecock thing in the world. I might get a Gamecock tattoo. I cannot stand Ole Miss. I hate Pete Golding with a passion. here's their schedule. Hope they lose all of them. They open the season against Louisville. I hope Louisville drops nuts on them. They also have Texas, Georgia, LSU, and they play at Florida. That's kind of tough, I guess, if Florida can get their shit together, but we'll see how that works.
Yeah, that's a big if. Somebody over in the comment section asked about Quarter Zip, and we talk about him in a few minutes. If they thought he was going to make it to the end of the season, I think he probably does. If you remember 2 years ago, after South Carolina almost won the conference in basketball,
yep,
seems weird to say, but they did. If you'll remember, they gave him a big extension after the season before they went to the NCAA tournament. They'd already given him an extension because they thought Ohio State was coming after him, if you'll remember that.
I remember that.
So his contract, it probably drops. The buyout probably drops at the end of the season since he signed it at the end of the regular season 2 years ago. So I would think they're waiting until the end of the season to let him go.
Well, Jack, let me ask you this. What good is it to let him go now? I mean, do you know what I'm saying? You got 8 games left, something like that? I can't.
There's not really. I mean, just other than to let everybody know, we're serious about turning this thing around, and we're not putting up with this bullshit anymore from this guy. So, I mean, he
sucks. I mean, I thought he was going to be great, but he's really shit the bed.
It's fucking terrible.
We'll get back to that in a moment. Number 2 is the Oklahoma Sooners, according to this article. If Brent Venables is going to take his team back to the college football playoff, it isn't going to be easy. The Sooners have Georgia, Ole Miss, A&M, along with Texas, and they have to go to Ann Arbor to play Michigan.
They got Texas and Texas A&M both on the schedule, and Oklahoma.
They got Texas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Michigan. Ooh. Just on the surface, that looks pretty damn tough, brother. It really does.
Yeah, that is. That schedule's loaded.
Yeah.
Who do they play? I mean, they play South Carolina. Who else do they have?
I gotta look at the whole thing here. I'm just going from the right up here. Hold on, let me look at this. I got it right here. Somewhere. Where'd I put it? I looked it up earlier. Oklahoma 2026. Where is it? There it is. All right, so here's their schedule. They start with UTEP, then they go to Michigan. They play New Mexico, at Georgia, bye week, home game with Texas, home game with Kentucky, at Mississippi State, South Carolina, that game's at home, at Florida, home with Ole Miss, home with Texas A&M, and then they go to Missouri, Jackpot, to wrap up.
It looks like most of their tougher games are at home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know.
The Oklahoma's schedule there. Walk it off sports is talking there.
They go to Missouri.
They go to Missouri to wrap up the season.
There's a lot of games on this year's schedules. I've noticed that the teams are playing in the same venues 2 years in a row. Like South Carolina and Kentucky are playing Williams-Brice 2 years in a row. Oklahoma's at Mizzou 2 years in a row. I think Oklahoma and Ole Miss play in Norman 2 years in a row. It's just kind of jacked up the way they did that. Don't really understand it in that.
All right, final tough schedule is Arkansas. They have A&M in Georgia, LSU in Texas, and then they have to go on the road to play Utah, Auburn, and Vanderbilt. That's pretty tough there, Jackpot.
I mean, I don't know why South Carolina didn't get a nod for that. I mean, we got Georgia at home. I mean, you got to go to Oklahoma and to Alabama, both playoff teams.
Well, let's get South Carolina really quick here because that would be – I mean, we could talk about that. I mean, I like to yield to what you say about if you're playing an SEC schedule, this is what you signed up for. South Carolina's 2026 schedule. Where is it? Here we go. So the Gamecocks will play Kent State and Towson to start the season, followed by Mississippi State. Then they go on the road to Bama. Kentucky's at home at Florida. Bye week, and then Tennessee comes to town, followed by a road trip to Oklahoma. A&M comes to town the following week, a road trip to Arkansas. Georgia at home to wrap up the season before you head to Clemson at the end of the year.
Yeah, that Tennessee home game is kind of dragging the strength of schedule down a little bit.
I don't know why you schedule those guys, Jackpot. They don't do anything to help your schedule. I mean, I'm just saying.
I know, damn it, but something called the damn league office says we got to play them.
Yeah, I mean,
Eddie says, Rob, bad as I hate to say it, I think Chad is going to lead y'all back to the Clemson offense this year. He is talking that for sure. Okay.
Well, here the best line is from Eddie: "Is wristbands? Here we come." Yeah. They're already getting the wristbands together and making Williams Bryce like gritty for when they said they put like grit on the field or something, sand on the field and
sand on the field. We dumped sand on the field. Of course, stole the signals. The offense and the defense were fighting each other in the locker room. We didn't want to be there. We lost that game on purpose so that we wouldn't have to go to the SEC championship game and play an extra game before the playoffs. And then it backfired on us. That was the funniest one. I lost it on purpose. Inherently dumb. No. They. I'm sorry. They didn't say they lost that one on purpose. They said they lost the game that year, their regular season game against Georgia on the road at Georgia on purpose, so that they wouldn't have to go to the SEC championship game before the playoffs. They just weren't expecting us to, wear their ass for a hat. So that was funny there.
So another couple of schedules that I looked up on here.
Sandy Fields will get you. You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that, Jackpot. I didn't.
That's why they made Coastal Carolina put the teal surf turf, the fake stuff down, because it's giving them too much of a home field advantage.
Yeah. So Will Stein at Kentucky has Youngstown State.
I don't have a pacemaker. Pacemaker? Yeah. What the fuck?
You were scratching something there.
What the fuck? You think I'm about to die over here or something? Don't try to put that on me.
Yeah, we don't need that noise. Anyway, Will Stein at Kentucky, his 2026 schedule has Youngstown State, Alabama at home, followed by A&M on the road, South Alabama, at South Carolina, LSU at Oklahoma, Vanderbilt at Tennessee, Florida at Missouri, and Louisville. That's pretty tough for a first-year coach there, Jack.
That's not Kentucky's schedule.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
That's not their schedule. There's not a MAC team on there.
Youngstown State plays in the MAC, sir.
Youngstown State's FCS, Goober.
Oh, well, they should be in the MAC. I've got them right here. Hold on. I'm looking.
You don't know. They don't. The MAC don't just go out handing out invitations to Youngstown State.
Well, they should.
They're playing South Alabama instead. That's weird. It is weird, though. No kidding. I bet you they dropped one of those MAC games in order to get within the parameters of that 9-game SEC schedule. So
probably so. South Carolina dropped their. We didn't get
Western Michigan doesn't get their chance at the upset.
Didn't I? I think I read this correctly. South Carolina's dropping their games with Virginia Tech. I think that came out over the weekend. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, I don't think that matters, to be completely honest with you.
Who knows?
It doesn't make too much of a hill on one side or the other. I think as a fan, you want to have that extra conference game and then, and then go from there. We'll see how that goes, but
yeah.
Yeehaw. What was the other? Let's see here. Where did I put it? Oh, there was another.
Drop Clemson instead, but
I've been talking about that for years. I'm just waiting for somebody in the State House to have some balls. Just go up there and be like, why are we playing them? So anyway, well, there you go with that.
Vandy Dandy said it's probably a good time to cancel the games with Virginia Tech. Yeah, they hired a coach who couldn't win the big games at Penn State, so everybody's supposed to be quaking in their boots that he's going to go to Virginia Tech and be awesome. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
One other thing.
I don't have any hate for James Franklin.
No, James. Yeah, I thought you were in the camp. You liked James Franklin. I thought
I did like James Franklin. They shouldn't have really fired him, to be honest with you. I didn't. I mean, God dang.
Think so. He's better. He's better than what you got now at South Carolina. I believe that.
Well, somebody fired. I missed a comment there. Something.
Yeah,
Boston College is overrated. I agree. I mean, always.
Jackpot. Real quick on the quarter zip thing. When you look at the Gamecock schedule, they're currently 11-11, 14th in the conference. The LSU game, this is after you went to LSU and beat them by double digits in their own house. You got, on Tuesday, you play at Texas, home game with Mizzou on Saturday. Then it gets interesting. You go to Alabama and followed by another road game at Florida where they beat the shit out of you last time they played you. And then you got
they just forfeit that game. I mean,
it's not even going to be fun to watch. I'm not bullshitting here. Mississippi State at home, Kentucky at home, at Georgia. Your final home game of the season is March 3rd against Tennessee. And then you play Ole Miss on the road to wrap up the schedule. I mean, do you see another conference win there, Jackpot? And I'm not trolling here. I look and I don't know, man.
I don't see one, but they'll probably upset somebody. They'll probably upset somebody. I mean, I thought them winning at LSU was an upset. I think they were 7.5-point underdogs when they won. So, but then again, I mean, they might not. Because they were trying. Yesterday, they just gave the damn game away in overtime. I mean, LSU was on the road traveling, having to come into a place where there was no fucking crowd there, and it's snowing. I mean, all that set up for the home team to be able to win that game. Seriously. I mean, it did. And you couldn't get it done. And then on the final play of the game there, when you were down by 3 in overtime, which, I mean, you needed to foul them, send them to the foul line, and then miss both shots, which was 95% chance of not happening, but it could have. They just let them throw a fucking home run ball and just dunk it on you as the time clock expires. So embarrassing.
Yeah. So
embarrassing. So he's going to get let go at the end of the season when his buyout drops a little bit. They want to save a little bit of money. And I can't say that I blame them. I mean, you fire him, it's not gonna change the trajectory of anything this year. So,
well, I mean, having finished out the season, he started this shit show. Let him.
Plus, two, you give one of those players. They're not damn. To me, they're not off the damn hook either because they're not performing. They're playing like shit. They're going out there and half-assing it. That damn Miles Studi is one of the worst fucking basketball players I've ever seen. As many damn years as he's been fucking playing. So
I also want to put this.
You let them off the hook because they'll be out there opting out and fucking quitting and every damn thing else, and they're just still taking your NIL money. To hell with that.
Well, I think that this is just a giant turd. Everybody's got to take a bite, is the way it kind of looks. But
look, don't worry. Lamont gave LSU credit. Well, thank God that he did. Because
look, I also this whole thing, the way that they've had the last set of Gamecock coaching hires, we have this committee, and a lot of times I know they had Eddie Fogler on one of them, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm tired of this whole committee shit. where they have this committee that does it, and then they go and they tell the athletic director who to hire. Here's what I want if I were a Gamecock fan, and they need to do this with the coach too. I think that Donati, I think that's how you pronounce your athletic director, he'll do that with the football coach. With the basketball coach, show you set, man. Go out there and hire your own guy. This shit gets their name.
Sounds like one of my favorite new pasta dish over at Capri's. Give me the lasagna and a side of the Donati. Yeah,
side of Donati. Yeah, I think that it needs to get to a point where you're going to have to hire a guy, and then you got to give him time. But it's at the point now where, as bad as they are, they don't look like they're building at all. They really don't. And I say that in that I have to moonwalk every show with Brad Brownell, because he's gotten the program to a point where they're not up at the Duke, North Carolina level, but they're definitely that second rung of the ACC, where they're playing pretty good basketball every year in and year out. And he goes and gets all these white guys.
I would think Clemson's better than North Carolina right now.
Well,
Anthony Eason says outside of Frank Martin and a few years in the Metro, South Carolina has usually sucked. That's not totally true.
It's not true.
South Carolina won the ACC the last year they were in it.
Well, how about go and look up BJ Mackey and those guys and Ryan Stack. Jackpot knows what I'm talking about.
Eddie Fogler had some good teams there.
Damn right.
Their problems when they've never been able to make it outside of that 1 year. They've never been able to make any noise in the tournament when they should have. So like 2 years ago, I mean, they should have at least – that was a team that should have made the Sweet 16 at least. And then you go out there the first game and let Oregon put belt to ass for no damn reason at all.
Big Barney Ross with a super chat. Will DJ Lugnuts make Baylor a contender? Fuck off, Big Barney Ross. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be the next Fernando Mendoza.
Maybe so. All right, well, we'll let people join the program now. If you want to talk about the Gamecock basketball program, we'll do that. We can also talk about your favorite SEC schedule. Clemson, by the way, is 18-4 on the season. The losses are they lost by 3 to BYU.
Makes me mad.
Lost by 6 at Alabama. Lost by 5 to Georgetown. At Georgetown, by the way. They have one conference loss. That is to NC State. Other than that, they've just been rolling.
How'd they manage to lose to Georgetown? They're pretty dog shit, aren't they?
I think Georgetown's decent, Jackpot. But, I mean, early season game. But when I look at Clemson, right, to start ACC play, I mean, they played – their one ranked win is over SMU, and they won that game by 4 points. But they beat Miami, who started out really strong. But here's the thing. They're not doing what they've normally done in February, where they drop games that they have no business losing. Like yesterday, I thought that they would lose that game to Pitt simply because every January, late January, early February, Clemson has 2 or 3 games that they lose or look like dog piss in every year. It seems like Brownell has figured that out. But now the question is, can you get out of the first round and not get McNeese State again? This is basically what it boils down to with this team. So,
they let me see about Clemson. When do they play again?
So Clemson's schedule coming up. They got Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. They play at Stanford.
At 10 o'clock, damn.
They got to go out there to play the Tree on the West Coast, Jackpot.
Oh, boy. I bet you that could be.
They're even coming home because they're going.
That could be dangerous.
To play the Tree, yeah. Then they go.
They're 14. They're 14-8.
Yeah. Well, after that, they go to California on the 7th. I don't think they're going to make those guys fly back across the country.
I don't think so. No, they do that on purpose. Those games.
They play Virginia Tech at home. Virginia Tech looked pretty good yesterday against Duke, but Then they go on the road to Duke. The Duke Boozer kids they're at a different level. The bigger Boozer, who's like 6'10", That fucker is a player. He can get after it. So
now you got road games at Duke and you're at UNC.
At Duke, at UNC, they also play at Wake Forest. They got Florida State at home, Louisville at home.
Louisville, oh, but that's going to be a big game.
Well, but they've got one loss in conference now, and they've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games left to play. So of those 9 games, 2 of them are on the road. I think that it's tough to win at Duke, tough to win at North Carolina.
Yeah. Hopefully they take a few L's there. Whatever, Georgia Tech's basketball program is pretty much shitty, isn't it?
It is. They've got. You remember Damon Stoudemire? That's their coach.
Yeah.
I remember him being like in Toronto or was it Portland? He was like one of the better point guards in the NBA. Now they're just dog shit.
I don't know what happened to them. They used to be a decent team, but
it used to be
they're a football school now.
Allegedly.
Well, ask Dabo. They're at the football school.
Mm-hmm. All right, if you want to join the program, there's the link. Have at it. We've got that going on. The Super Bowl is also coming up this week. We'll pick that game on Sunday night, but
on Sunday, you mean Wednesday? It is on Sunday night.
Yeah, but it's like I look at this Super Bowl matchup though, and I don't see anything that I'm like, yeah, this makes me want to watch this game. Just fuck it.
I mean, those two teams are pretty good. Seahawks are 4.5-point favorite. That's kind of a big line for a Super Bowl. I think. I mean, I don't know what the lines have been lately, but
that's not bad.
Seems to be in Levi's Stadium. That is, I hopefully they've done a lot of upgrading to it and made it better, because I remember the Tater fans talking about how shitty that stadium was and how the field was really shitty when they played the national championship out there that year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's kind of I worry about it raining and stuff there too. I don't know.
It's a fairly new stadium too, isn't it?
Yeah, like Levi's Stadium or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what they call it now.
Yeah.
So ESPN has Clemson basketball on the tier 5. They can win a game in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So, I don't know. The national title contenders are Arizona, Michigan, and UConn. I mean, okay.
That damn Michigan fucked me the other night. I had a parlay cooked up, $20 to win $200. I had Rutgers covering against Michigan State. I had some other team covering against somebody, and whoever it was covered. I can't remember who it was. And then I had Nebraska on the money line to beat Michigan. And damn if them fuckers didn't win by 3 damn points. Came back and won it too.
Billy with an interesting comment. He says he hasn't watched an NFL game since Peyton's last Super Bowl. Loves college. I can't pull for players I hated in college. That's a fair statement. If you despise some guys in college because of what they did to your team, Jackpot, does that carry over to the NFL and you're like, you know what? Fuck those guys.
No,
it doesn't for you. Okay.
No, I don't hate Trevor Lawrence.
Well, but you do have a tough spot for, like the guys while they're still in school, right? Like if they like you hated Tank Bigsby.
Oh, absolutely.
But do you hate Tank Bigsby now? Because
no, I don't even know where he plays.
For Jacksonville.
Oh, not much anyway. He's not.
But either way.
I thought he played for the Steelers.
I don't know. I thought he played for Jacksonville. I could be wrong. But now I got to look that up. But so once they leave college, they get like a clean slate with you, Jackpot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. After they're gone, they can no longer offend me. So.
Yeah, he's actually playing for the Eagles, Jackpot.
I knew it was one of them damn teams like that.
It's in Pennsylvania. That's all that matters.
Stank Bigsby.
Stank Bigsby. Anyway, let's see here. So I know he was in Jacksonville at one point. He was at one. I don't know. Anyway, we shall see on that front. Anyway, if you want to join the program, have at it. Did we look like they used to talk about Gamecock players in the? I know Eamon Ware is playing for Seattle.
Yeah, Ernest Jones.
Ernest Jones, yeah.
He got a shit ton of tackles for them.
Oh, jackpot. One other little NFL note. Like Shedeur Sanders and Joe Flacco were named to the Pro Bowl. What the fuck is the Pro Bowl now? If Shedeur Sanders and Joe Flacco are Pro Bowl quarterbacks.
Joe Flacco? Isn't it just like some kind of
I don't know.
Don't they just like play games or something now?
I don't know, but I mean, it used to be the Pro Bowl was like an exhibition at one point where you finally got to see, I mean, it was fun at one point, but now it's they used to play it in Honolulu. Now it's like
and I mean, they don't have a stadium there anymore to play in, so. Here's something interesting that I'm wondering now. Since we don't have a spring transfer portal window anymore, you think they're going to bring the spring games back?
Well, I read something about they may not have a spring game because of the for the Gamecocks because of the construction. You remember did we talk about that? I read
they're doing construction. They're ripping the turf up too.
I don't know. Let's see here. I know that there may not. I read something about that. Let me see if I can find the article. I thought I read something about that because they're doing all that stuff there. Let's see here. Let's see if I can see it here. Oh, here we go. This is from WIS on January the 13th. It says, status of South Carolina's annual spring football game is now in question. It says the game typically played in early or mid-April, potentially not be played at all due to the ongoing construction at Williams-Brice Stadium. A spokesman with the University Athletics Department said, so you may not have a spring game, jackpot. I mean, I think that sucks on one front because that can affect you as far as your recruiting goes. You bring all those recruits and let them see what's going on at the spring game, and I don't know.
See if they'll let you have it at Irmo.
Why not have it at the proving grounds? Just open up the proving grounds and have it there. Let everybody go and line the proving, or do it at the fucking indoor facility. You got a full field there too, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd want to have it somewhere where fans could actually sit, and it wouldn't be.
I mean, I'm sure you could bring some seats into the. You could bring some seats into the proving grounds or the indoor state. I don't know. We'll see.
That'd probably be too much BS to go through for that. They'll probably just cancel it.
Does that bother you?
No, but I mean, it bothers me that they seem to be going away. Yeah. Nobody's wanting to have one, or they don't want to televise them anymore, or this, that, and other. I mean, it doesn't matter now. I mean, nobody can poach your players from you. Well, I mean, they're not supposed to be able to.
That way, Beamer can sell us more bullshit and how we look bigger, stronger, and faster. And you did well.
I don't think Beamer would sell anybody bullshit.
I can't say that without laughing. I don't like the idea. I mean, I like the idea.
He's a fine Christian man.
I just think that in the end, though, what it comes down to, there are some coaches that are like, we don't want anybody seeing our plays, and they're all backhanded with that bullshit. I don't know.
Don't run. I don't know.
Just run the base.
I went last night and I watched highlights of two. I went down some rabbit holes yesterday on YouTube, and that after I got off work or when I was forced to stop working pretty much because of the storm that came in, and I went down some rabbit holes on YouTube, Netflix. I found a series I binge watched about 12 episodes of, and then I watched some YouTube of Texas.
Wait, what'd you binge watch?
This selling Manhattan, this real estate thing. I've never seen it before. It's pretty cool. I like that show. It's really good. But anyway, I watched some TCU film from last year and some of the stuff they did. Got a little bit. Has some trick plays in the arsenal. It looks like so.
Yeah,
we'll have the personnel to run them, but maybe
we'll see.
The offensive line, I mean, would actually hold some blocks. I mean, and they had some decent running plays off the edge. They set the edge pretty decent, and were able to, get some yards on the ground. So we'll see how that works out for them.
At 12, Christmas says, I read it's because of safety and code ordinances. If they would have to delay construction 2 weeks to get it to code, they're already on a tight schedule to be ready by the first game.
Yeah, they're not going to have it.
They're probably not going to have it. So,
Tiger Red Devil says, to be honest, I would rather watch a week 0 college football game than the Super Bowl. I don't disagree.
At Justin B. Langford says, WWE had another blood money show in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they had the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
Tiger Red Devil says, I've seen Selling Manhattan. It's about selling properties all over Los Angeles. That literally makes no sense.
Tiger Red Devil must be hitting the hooch tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. Anyway, Justin's comment about WWE had another blood money show in Saudi Arabia.
What?
What? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm laughing at his comment. It's about selling properties all over New York, sir, not Los Angeles. Manhattan is not in Los Angeles. Yes, the WWE and
so they had the show in Saudi Arabia where they did the Royal Rumble there, and the thing that gets me is that I know the culture is different across the world, all right?
Yeah,
but let's be honest. They've killed journalists in Saudi Arabia. Just. They
got all their money back in that shit now.
Brother, they built them a stadium from the ground up in 35 days, Jackpot. From the ground up. It started out.
Seems like that'd be real safe to go.
I'm not knowing if it's safe or not. But
I don't know that I'd let the Carolina band from 1986 play Louie Louie in a stadium that had been there for 35 days that it took them to construct and see if they can't snap that damn upper deck clean off for you.
I don't know. They made it
in about 25,000 people to their deaths.
Patching the sand to fucking stadium in 35 days. But I still think
they did that just for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're having WrestleMania there next year.
Is it like does the thing have a facade on it and everything? Is it like the damn Hawaii football stadium that's basically a bunch of grown-up tinker toys just all put together with a big patch of green grass in it? That's what I call Hawaii's football stadium. It looked like a middle school soccer stadium, but it actually, this past year when they played Stanford at home in week 0 game, I thought it looked a lot better. It looked like they'd done some upgrading to it to modernize it. Maybe it looks like a JV girls soccer stadium now, not middle school.
All right, I'm going to show you a picture of it, Jackpot. I'll let you see it here. Hold on.
How many people does a stadium hold? Any idea what the capacity on it?
I don't know. It's enough where I'm going to show you the picture right now. Here's the thing, though. Like the seats have have you seen a game at the new LA Clippers Stadium where they all the seats have like a light on them or whatever, and they can do a light show. I mean, it's fucking crazy. But look at this.
The Clippers.
They have like the Intuit Dome. The Intuit Dome, that's what it's called. There you go. Let's see. There you go. There's the stadium, Jackpot. No, the Clippers.
The Clippers play in a so it's a basketball arena.
Yeah. So this is the arena here that where they had they built this from scratch in 25 or 35 days.
It kind of looks, like a modern version of a. Remember when they had WrestleMania at Caesar's Palace that time? And
yeah, that's kind of how this looks. I mean, it's outdoors. You can see the skyline for.
Is it called Kingdom Arena?
Something like, I don't know what the fuck they're calling it. But the fact that they made it in 30 days, 35 days is some crazy shit. But anyway, they did that there. That's a good comment coming from Justin B. Langford as it's amazing to me. Like, I guess growing up, like I love the wrestling stuff so much. And then now it's like, they've jacked the ticket prices up too. So the idea of going to a show, and spending, I don't know, $30 for a ticket. Now that's a pipe dream. But they're going to stop doing so many shows at like they used to have a house show in Columbia. That's going to go away.
Okay. So it says for 2026, WWE's major presence in Saudi Arabia is centered around the Riyadh Season Stadium at the King Abdullah Financial District in Riyadh. This temporary outdoor venue was custom built in roughly 35 days, specifically for the 2026 Royal Rumble. Has a capacity is approximately 20 to 25,000 fans. So it's just basically the size of a big arena. I saw that Roman Reigns won the thing. I mean, has he been in the mix lately? I thought he wasn't even.
Yeah, he's always one of the top tier guys there. But I think that the thing that bothered me the most is
fucking boring, man. That dude don't damn move the needle for me. The tribal chief, which like he pretty much came into his run after I was. I mean,
but who's wrestling nowadays that does move the needle for you, Jackpot? It's probably
nobody. Well, nobody does. But I mean, I think like that. I think Dominic Mysterio is entertaining at least.
Yes,
entertaining on the stick. What's the fucker's name from YouTube that wrestles?
Logan Paul.
Yeah, he at least he's entertaining. I mean, he might be a jackass or whatever, but I mean,
I don't know. I like cheering for the heels anyway, so watching those guys do it's pretty funny. Liv Morgan won it for the women. The thing that gets me though is that when the women come out, it's not like it's your typical show where everybody's got their custom costumes that they wear or whatever. This one, it's like, look, the only skin that you can show is basically your face, and I'm surprised they let them do that, to be honest with you, over there. But I don't know. What a mess.
There are just some wrestlers I didn't like anyway that I would always pull for the heels, even if they were wrestling them, even if they were baby faces. There were just some certain baby face wrestlers back in my day I didn't fucking care for. Like Bret Hart was one of them, and when I actually was hoping Stone Cold Steve Austin would kick his ass in that WrestleMania match, and that was before Stone Cold was a babyface. He was a heel still, but I'm like, I couldn't stand Bret Hart. I just thought he was just fucking rough. I don't know, man. Just didn't like him. When his brother beat him at WrestleMania, I thought that was great.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I didn't really particularly care for Shawn Michaels either.
Yeah,
fucking bitch.
Well,
I didn't like him. He just won. I didn't like that fucker.
You and I were kind of the NWA WCW guys, though. I mean, I think Ric Flair was the greatest thing ever, and It's nothing against the WWF guys, but I just always thought with the WWF though, I always liked. I mean, I thought I was one of the few that wanted Andre the Giant to beat Hulk Hogan. I was one of those guys because
well,
he's just a big bastard.
With Rick, I couldn't fucking stand it when I was a kid growing up with Rick, and he had the damn belt, and he had the fucking belt for years. I mean, it's like it wasn't like his title reign was like a week, and then he loses it on SmackDown. No, I mean this fucker had the damn title belt for from 1985 to 1990. I mean, like there was like a period of like a week when he wasn't the damn world champion.
Yeah.
And he would always hold on to it by some damn technicality. Like he'd always throw somebody over the top rope and end up getting himself disqualified, or, there'd always be a run in or something. I'm like, God almighty. I'm like, is anybody ever going to fucking beat him?
Yeah, that's true.
And then they let Dusty Rhodes beat him at the Great American Bash 1986. And then, damn, if he didn't win it back like 2 weeks later, I'm like, what the fuck? Which, I mean, I didn't understand back then, that this is, I mean, I knew it was fake. I mean, I knew it wasn't, that this is not, they're not really getting punched like that. But I still just didn't understand why, why do we have to keep him as the champion forever?
All valid points. Anyway. Up this week, we've got Clemson's on the road at Stanford. South Carolina is playing Texas. I mean, South Carolina women are doing their thing. They're playing well. Other than that, man, we've got the Super Bowl week too, with the Seahawks and the Patriots. Ugh.
Yeah, I mentioned something yesterday in a video. I mean, what's wrong with South Carolina being the first one to ever think outside the box and hire a men's basketball coach?
I mean, there's only one that you would hire.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, what would be the number? I don't know what she makes a year, but I know she was making more than Shane Beamer for a while. Is this like $3 million or something?
Yeah, something like that. Hold on, looking it up.
You'd have to get a raise to coach the men's team. I mean, she interviewed for an NBA job. So, I mean,
does she want to do that? Let's see here. Dawn Staley's salary. How much is she making? She's making $4 million a year.
Damn.
Yep. Now, what is Lamont Paris's salary? He can't be making more than her.
He's stealing fucking money.
Yeah, he's stealing money.
Every time he goes to the bank, he steals money.
His salary is $4 million. He makes the same amount of money that Dawn Staley does, and he is not worth a sack of shit. No,
how much does Brownell make?
Brownell is in. Let's see. That's a good question. I think he's in the $6 million range. I think. Hold on, we'll check. Brownell. He makes $4 million a year.
Well, he makes the same thing and he's winning games. He's got them on top of the ACC.
They're in the top. Yeah, he just signed a new 6-year deal in 2025, which is he makes $4 million. Oh, then he'll make $5 million after this year, basically.
Holy shit! Dan Hurley at UConn, he makes $8.02 million a year.
Oh, there you go. So
that's Beamer doesn't. Does Beamer even make that to coach football?
Beamer's making like $6 million a year, jackpot. Hold on.
No, he makes more than that. Look him up. Look up his ass.
Whatever it is, it's not. Oh, jackpot. Take a guess. We need like the Price is Right music.
He makes like 8, like right at 8, I think.
Yeah, $8.2 million.
Wow.
8.25 for the 2026 season. And he signed through 2030. God, y'all are fucked.
He signed through what?
He signed through the 2030 season, jackpot. That's how far his contract is out.
That's not an insane buyout if they fire him after this season.
if they're fired without cause, he gets $27.9 million.
Kentucky only pays Mark Pope. He only gets $5.25 million.
Yeah,
I thought that he would. He'd make a little more than that. Let's see. Let me see. What about the old man up here at Tennessee? Let's see. He makes Rick Barnes. He makes $6 million. Damn, that $8 million a year for this UConn coach, that blows me away.
Yeah, well, so basically, yeah, he's getting paid what Shane Beamer's getting paid to be a shitter in basketball and football. So,
what's that Florida? What's that fucker's name?
Let's see what the top. Hold on, top. What Florida? The guy who just won the national title.
You know what's his name?
I don't know. Johnny McField's girls. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
The one who
the fucker. I don't know what his
Johnny
name is.
Polaroid taker. I can't think of his damn name.
Hold on, I got it right here. So the top head coach
Todd
is
something.
Todd Golden.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
All right, so here's the top coach is Bill Self, followed by Calipari, Hurley, Tom Izzo at Michigan State. He's only getting $6 million. I think that's a crime. That guy makes some. I mean, he's always got a good basketball team. Let's see here. Mick Cronin, Bruce Pearl at Auburn. Well, no, this is from last
Justin B. Langford. It's not Billy Donovan, dude.
No,
it's not 2010.
Tommy Lloyd at Arizona, Nate Oates at Alabama, Mark Pope at Kentucky, Chris Beard at Ole Miss, Matt Painter, Brad Underwood. I'm just going down the list here. Kelvin Sampson. So in theory, Brad Brownell is number 37 on last year's coaching rankings, but
so he'd be tied with Quarter Zip if they both made 4.
Yeah, I'm just looking from last year's. They have last year's.
Where's Billy Donovan at? Didn't he go to an NBA team?
Yeah, Billy Donovan's coaching the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, there you go. There's our look at.
He ain't no Phil Jackson.
No. Who the fuck compares him to Phil Jackson?
I just did. What about?
What other coach are you looking at there, Jackpot?
Let me see. Let's see how much St. John's is paying old Rick Pitino here. Oh, $3.3 million.
Well, you got to remember, Rick Pitino's on the bounce back because he was at Louisville giving everybody the whores. Then he had to go overseas and coach like Olympiacos, I think is where he was at.
He's a whore.
Yeah, and then he comes back and he was coaching at Iona.
Yeah.
He got the job at he's at St. John's now, so I don't know. Anyway, that's what we got to look forward to this week. It is Super Bowl week, so we'll give our picks for the Super Bowl on Wednesday night. Also, we've got what else?
I'm gonna go ahead, Rob. I'm gonna go ahead and just scrap this damn StreamYard thing until football season. I guess if nobody's ever gonna call in, we'll just do this thing on YouTube Live and save me some money since I don't want to call in.
Oh, there we go.
Damn. I mean, I'm just gonna rage quit the calls, guys, since y'all don't want to do them.
Fair enough, man. Well, either way, we'll get into all that on Wednesday. Appreciate you guys, and we shall see you later on.